407 years ago, our founding fathers created books. Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. You may ask, Caitlin, why are you standing up today? That's because the shelf is dirty, gross, and quite frankly, it needs a bit of a refresh in the order of the way the books are on here. So I decided what would be better than to take you with me to clean my bookshelf, go through the books that I have on my shelf, and then reorganize a bit, because that's always fun. All right, so I'm going to grab this heavy-duty duster that's supposed to go on the bottom of a thing. Guess what? It's going on my hand today. Now I have my duster. I'm going to take all of the books and all of the knickknacks off my shelf. And that's my plan for right now. All right. I will probably zoom this up so you guys don't have to see it. Cool, 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 cool. All right. And scene. So that bottom shelf, I'm going to empty and do, but it's all book of the month. And that will just be silly of me to take out all of those. So instead, we're going to put back up, oh God, I'm like so overwhelmed right now if you can't tell. So the center is the one that is stuck on my bookshelf. So I try to put the heaviest stuff on the center, but I don't know. I don't know. That was my Brandon Sanderson shelf, but I feel like I don't need it anymore. Maybe my Brand Sand shelf could be my top shelf now. Maybe we could switch that with my Wheel of Time shelf, because I know that's gonna be really big when I collect it all. You know what? Let's start with putting back the books that I know I don't necessarily need in my eyesight in my videos. So those are going to be my paperback kind of miscellaneous books that aren't fantasy. So let's start. We're gonna go The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I remember really enjoying this book, and I think I'm gonna stack them. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I enjoyed this book. I'll keep it on there. By the way, there's no like rhyme or reason besides size as to how I do my bookshelf. Size is my end-all be-all, and authors and where I want them to be in my videos, in case you're wondering. The Shades of Magic poster that came in my collector's edition. I keep them on my bookshelf. My Serial the Sister Killer. My Sister the Serial Killer. Great book. Read it. I don't know if I read it last year or the year before. I want to say the year before. Next, we're grabbing the N.K. Jemisin books, which, as much as I would love them to be on a shelf over here, a lot of my books don't match this height. And I like height. Like I said, height is what it's about for me. How do guys, when you stack books, how do you guys do the series? 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1? I go 1, 2, 3, if that makes literally any sense to you whatsoever. First Sister by Lyndon A. Lewis. Great book. If you've never read it, please do. Great audiobooks too. Dune by Frank Herbert. I feel like this is self-explanatory. I read this before the movie came out. Will I read the second one? Maybe. I don't know. Kind of boring. So I'm just going to throw these right on there. It does fit. So I feel like we will keep these because, like I said, did enjoy them. I just didn't really know if they would fit in the grand scheme of my shelves, but it does. So that is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and Actor Age, Eve Brown, all by Talia Hibbert. Loved these books. Definitely my favorite out of all three. Just saying. Just saying. That was my favorite out of all three. Heartstopper. These are very, very good. Like I said, romance isn't my favorite, but I really like the graphic novel style of it. I've read 1 through 3. Like I've discussed in past videos, I'm going to read volume 4. Maybe we can do a little YouTube comparison. Maybe I could binge read all of it, because I mean, they're really not that hard to get through. They take like an hour, if that. So I'm going to put them 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move these Talia Hibbert books over. Just pop a squat right here. So, sneak that in right there. Cemetery Boys. I don't know why I said it. Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. Love this book. It is a bit taller than the Eve Brown book, so I'm gonna put that here. Then we have Hood Feminism by Mickey Kendall. Great book. Then we have Pure Nessie. I'm so glad to hear people start talking about this book, 'cause it's great. Great book, Pure Nessie. I read it in the beginning of 2021. Maybe I'll reread it soon. It seems to be all the hype on BookTube recently, but been there, done that, girls. The Deep by River Solomon. Please read their books. I never see people talking about River Solomon. Their books are amazing. I first heard of this through Read with Cindy, and they're one of my favorite authors now, River Solomon. So if you haven't read them, you know, you should read their books. Phenomenal. Next River Solomon book, their books, again, amazing. An Unkindness of Ghosts, read this last year. Phenomenal. You should really read River Solomon's works, and I hope they're coming out with more. I follow them on Twitter, and I don't know if they're coming out with more work, but their work is phenomenal, and I absolutely adore it. So I truly, truly, truly cross my fingers and hope that they do, okay? Basically, the way I'm gonna do this is quick. You all know these books are by Brandon Sanderson, okay? I don't need to say that over and over. So we're gonna do this quick. We're gonna do it efficiently, okay? Arcanum Unbounded. Oh, shit. It's already in the fucking wrong order. Perfect. So, we have Bands of Mourning, the third book in the second Mistborn trilogy. Second Mistborn trilogy is okay, not my favorite. Steris, by far my favorite character. Fuck Max and Wayne. Wax and Wayne. Who gives a shit? Steris. Steris is for the girls, okay? Shadows of Self. The Alloy of Law. Hero of Ages, Mistborn Series 1, Book 3. Oh yeah, I'm American. I like the UK covers, so all of my Brandon Sanderson is in the UK covers. The Well of Ascension, Book 2 in the first Mistborn trilogy. Final Empire, Book 1. And the Mistborn trilogy. Warbreaker. You should read this before you read Stormlight Archive. Elantris. And last for this stack, Arcanum Unbounded, which is the only Brandon Sanderson book I've yet to read. Again, we're going to be going backwards just because of the way the stacks work on my shelf. Oathbreaker Part 2, because again, I have the UK covers and they're split in half for some reason, for everything except for Rhythm of War. Oathbringer Part 1, Words of Radiance Part 2. Oh, and Way of Kings isn't separated, but you can buy it separately, but I didn't. This is the version that's all bound in one. And then we have this big ol' hunk of Rhythm of War, which I'm not quite sure how to do this. Alright, what do I want to put next to Brandy Sandy? Who measures up to Brandy Sandy for me recently? And I will give you the answer to that question. The answer to that question is Joe Abercrombie. So I have these two here, The Blade Itself and Before They Are Hanged. I just ordered A Last Argument of Kings and Best Served Cold. They were amazing. I know once those comes in, we might have to move some stuff around. But for now, these are going to go here. First two books of the 3-body problem, hopefully. Maybe not. I don't know if they'll fit. Just fits, people. Just fits. So that's a 3-body problem. 3-body problem. And The Dark Forest. Haven't read the third book yet. It's been like a year. I feel like I need like legitimate like years between reading those books. They're like just so sciencey. And I'm not a science person. Like I'm not very smart in the science when it comes to sciences. So it takes me a little while to get through them, but highly enjoy. Next shelf. We're going to put Robert Jordan, Wheel of Time. All right? So. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't want you to see my titties, but like, they need to be itched. Anyways. Again, since we are stacking, we are going backwards. Okay? Since we're stacking, we're going backwards. We have 10. Crossroads of Twilight, haven't read 10 yet. Okay. We have Winter's Heart. Actually, we might have to move down our camera view. Give me a second. But this is book 9, Wheel of Time. Next, we have book 8, Path of Daggers by Robert Jordan. A Crown of Swords, book 7. Lord of Chaos, book 6. Fires of Heaven, book 5. The Shadow Rising, book 4. The Dragon Reborn, book 3. Hunt, book 2. And The Wheel of Time itself, book 1. And fuck, our stacks don't fit, people. So we have Harrow the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. And it does! Yay! Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. Oh, backwards. Oh wait, no. Oh my god, I'm going insane if you can't tell. A Conjuring of Light. A Gathering of Shadows. All collector's editions. I like the collector's edition. Darker Shade of Magic, and we're going to sneak that map that I showed you earlier, A Master of Jin by Jelly Clark, on this shelf. I want everyone to see it while I'm filming. We have one shelf left. Yay! Where are you? How to Take Over the World. Practical Schemes and Scientific Solutions for the Aspiring Supervillain. 5 out of 5 read. 5 out of 5 read. Non-fiction. This feels to me like my antagonist Bible. And that will be put right next to Heartstopper. Alright, I know this isn't the best angle and you can see where my computer is for the audio. I don't really care because we're on our 5th, 4th, and final shelf. I've decided I'm not touching the book month of the shelf. I need to straight up get rid of books on that shelf because I think I've read like 1, 2. We got Fires of Vengeance and The Rage of Dragons, both by Evan Winter. Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyamide. Alright, so this is where I'm going to start stacking because my Illumicrate editions of Fondley's books and Arth Klung's books, because they're both Illumicrate editions. I kind of want to keep them together, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put Jade Legacy at the bottom because that's the last of the Jade trilogy. Jade War. Look how beautiful these books are, by the way. Illumicrate, you did a great job. Great job. Jade City. On my honor, on my jade. The Bird and God by R.F. Kuang, one of the best books of 2020, I believe it came out, and I couldn't be more excited for Babel, okay? Could not be more excited for Babel, because I am just, like, dying for more R.F. Kuang work, to gobble up her reading, gobble it all up. So I'm excited for Babel, the Oxford translation, da-da-da-da-da, really long title. The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. Oh my god, wait. Guys, if you don't have the Illumicrate versions, I need to show you what you're missing. I'm deceased. These art like this is on all of the cover, the dust jackets. Dragon Republic and Poppy War, What Started It All, Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is a great standalone fantasy if you're interested in standalone fantasy. Kira, if you're watching this, I wonder, have you read it yet? Then Clara and the Sun by Kazu Ishiguro. This is my favorite book, I think, of 2021. It was phenomenal. Then we have The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I absolutely love this book. If you haven't listened to the audiobook for this, I highly recommend it. It's a really great audiobook. It will not be a waste of your time. It is phenomenal. Maybe I have a bigger connection to this because I am from New York, living in New York right now. But it seems like I can add, for example, I've had Gallant sitting, like, down here for a really long time. It seems like I can maybe add Gallant to the books on my shelf. Now, last but not least, we have What It's Like to Be a Bird by David Ali Sibley. Beautiful bird book. It's so funny, we open to hummingbirds. Now, I'm gonna put my knickknacks. If you can't tell, I'm sweaty, I'm tired. It's time to wrap this video up, okay? So, I'll give you a clip of what the shelf is looking like post-video, but I am so beat. I just did all of that. And it looks good, but, like, I'm fucking beat. Anyways, this is my bookshelf. I hope you had fun touring it with me. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite book from my shelf? What should I read? What recommendations do you have based off of the books that I have? Because you know that literally 99% of the books on these 4 shelves are books that I've read, besides Heartstopper Volume 4, Arcanum Unbounded, 9 and 10 of Wheel of Time. That's the only book I haven't read out of all the rest of them I showed you. Alright? So leave it a thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't really care at this point. Bye.